Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, tight. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Wentz now on first down. Caught by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. Hey, here we go. He's coming. We got double up. Switch. Check 9. Check 4. Check it hot read. Jam. Wow. Here we go.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Hines.
It's running.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
First carry for James Conner. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Saints take over first and 10.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
On the double. Mike 51. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Shoot! Watch the shoot! Yes! Under 10. 10. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. They go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
the orb. Greystone, Travis. Big gas. Ready?
Saquon Barkley running right. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
64, weak. Watch the twist. Kill. Hey! Let's go.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Get it.
He'll look to throw. Well, the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Now a first down carry by Bell. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Sam off. Go. Watch the ship. Yo, back.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. After run, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's get it.
play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Switch. Tight dog. Hey, lock it. Sponge. Hey, Delta.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Check Mike 54. Hey, orbit. Lefty.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Watch twist.
On 1st down, Wentz. Forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here we go. 280. 54. Danny. Rush in. Switch. Down and man inside.
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Single slot. Hey, alert 3. Black, come on. 57 to Mike.
Now it's Hines. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz on the bootleg. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24. X3, 218, chopper.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You got it, son. Set 6-6. Pull it high. Hey.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Score.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
14, Saints 10.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Hines, and he loses the football a second time. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
91 is the mic. Watch QB drop. Shoot.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 91 is the mic.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Down. 70, Indy. And it's getting that hose. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Blue draw quarters. Check 91. 91 is... Look at me. Door. Let's go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Alert 3. Get it.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
60 or.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
On the ready. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. Watch the pass. Hey, Charlie. 95.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Funchess has it complete. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Mike 91. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Smooth. 91 is the mic. Hey, watch the slam.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And from down in Miami, an update. The Bills have taken an early lead against the Dolphins. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Out. Check, 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 check. Bang, 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 bang. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Go.
Again, it's Barkley. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Hatchet. Check 99. Check 99. Hey, Haywood.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready? You can't block me. You can't block me. Right. He's tied right here. He's tied on the right. Tied on the right. Hey, echo. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Kill. Slam. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Go. Check.
This is Hines.
He's checking.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Let's go.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first is Wentz. That's complete, I think, a Whiteside. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt, just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
61, matchbox lights.
2nd and 11. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let him know, let him know.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
It's my boy.
Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Ready up. Mike 51. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Get.
They'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. It's caught by Funchess. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ready.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st down, Bell. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down now, Barkley, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Sunday!
Hey, check Mike.
Rip off them.
57. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Exit.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Throwing now is Wentz. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Lynch line 2, Lynch line 2.
They run with Hines. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Wentz now on first down. And he's got this down to the 35. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Let's make these big. 25, check 25, check 25. He's coming. We got double up.
Win 5-3, win 5-3.
Again, a run with Connor. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
There's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And McManus able to put it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
2nd and 9. Wentz. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Wentz to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 52.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Nifty move. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
X3, 218, chop.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Jumper.
Watch 6-6. Pull it high. Yep.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Mike 51. Here we go.
Shit.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense are saying go right ahead with those. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Watch 80. Watch 5.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hines on the toss play. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, 4 down. Check nickel. Ram. Switch.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Taco Charlton in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach